Good morning and welcome to Sports at Sunrise. Caleb's not here. It's me and Jake today. Jake, how you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm great, man. I'm great. It's good to be doing this again.
How long's it been since you talked sports?
Well, not very long, I guess, because I was just on Miller's draft night stream on night 2. Granted, that was talking ball with Grayson, so I'm not sure if it counts.
Fair.
But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, that was also like night 2 of the draft takes so long, and
Yeah.
but it's crazy that that night 1 takes just about as long as night 2 does for 2 rounds. But I was a very happy boy during that night because the Packers actually did something. So, although I was actually mostly happy because I got to watch Miller's face when the Bears picked Sam Roosh, and he realized what that means. They're probably going to trade Cole Kmet.
Yeah.
That was pretty special to me.
That's fair.
Just to see him look at the pick and then kind of process for a second what it meant. Like they just drafted another Kmet, so I don't think they'll trade Kmet though, personally. So they just restructured him. It would be weird if they did, but all that to say, I'm doing good.
Yeah, the first night of the draft I got sad that Kenyon Sadiq got drafted like 2 picks before the Vikings because I really think that's what they were doing. And Banks was their number 2 option. Well, number 3, but real option 1 was never going to happen. He was never falling that far. So
Jeremiah Love.
no, Caleb Downs.
Oh,
Dude,
hey, I mean,
the amount of people who kept saying he was going to fall, and then he did fall way farther than he should have.
I knew he was going to fall top 10 probably.
Yeah.
Just because of knee stuff, but there was no shot he was making it to Minnesota.
No, but yeah, I really was like, damn, I get to watch the end of TJ Hawkinson. And then he got picked, and I was like, well, guess we're stuck with TJ Hawkinson.
Yep. You indeed are.
Yeah.
Vikings have the worst tight end in the division now? They might.
I refuse to accept that because I still think Sam Laporta's a bum.
Yeah, I guess maybe I'm thinking too highly of Laporta. You're right.
But also,
didn't give the Lions any credit.
Based on the few games at the end of the year from Hawkinson, I can totally see why you would do that. I'm just hoping,
he's
fully healthy.
At least third.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no argument for him over Loveland / Kmet and Kraft, but
not right now. If he can be fully healthy, 3 years ago Hawkinson again, we can have a different conversation. But
sure.
Let's get to the end of the year. He's not going to be a Viking by then, anyways. Because
probably not. Yeah.
Did you see the way they restructured his deal?
No.
He agreed to take a pay cut if the Vikings took a year off of his deal, so he's just a free agent next year.
Oh.
Which is the weirdest way I've ever seen a player do that. He's like, fine, I'll take less money, but I'm also leaving. And it's like, all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Good for you, DJ.
Yeah.
Good for you, bro.
That works out, I guess. Everybody's happy.
Yeah. Yep.
I think let's start with hockey, since I know the least about hockey and you can carry this part.
Sure. Yeah. Playoffs have been wild. A lot going on. Obviously, the NHL seeding is weird. And so we have a team like the Flyers who moved on over Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh got kind of screwed by the seeding. And so Flyers move on. They've lost both of the first 2 games to Carolina. They're good, but they're not. I think the Hurricanes are going to probably sleepwalk into a Stanley Cup Finals appearance in the East. Not a ton going on. Because the Canadian and Lightning series just finished. Crazy finish to that. Canadian beat the Lightning yesterday 2-1. And the Canadians had 9 shots on goal the entire game. And the Lightning had, I want to say, it was Sunday. The Lightning had 29. And the Canadians had 9. Canadians win 2-1. Goalie stands on his head. And then, of course, the same night we had just the weirdest fucking thing ever in Colorado. Just a bloodbath of goals. Like a 9-6 win for the Avalanche, who I think are going to win this series and going to maybe go to the finals again. But yeah, it just it was crazy. It was 3-2 Colorado after the first period, and then 5-5 at the end of the second. And then it was a 4-1 third period for the Avalanche to win 9-6. Yeah, I mean the Sabres. That's a great story. I mean they're like, I saw them play in person. They're a fun team, and they hadn't been in the playoffs in 14 years, and now they leave the Jets as a standalone team with the longest streak of no playoffs in professional sports. Anaheim beating Edmonton was crazy. I really wasn't expecting that one at all, but they really kind of dominated them. I don't know. I think McDavid needs out. I don't know what else he needs to see from the Oilers. They just cannot put a good enough team around him. Like it's just like hockey's the one sport where like you kind of have. I mean, like he can only be on the ice for 20 out of the 60 minutes. You know, like
Yeah.
and if the Oilers are just lost for the other 40, I mean they're gonna lose. Like, and that's just like kind of what's going on. Vegas is really good again this year. I don't like that. But they yeah, I think Carolina's going to win the East. It would be cool to see the Canadians go because Canada hasn't won a Stanley Cup since '93, and they're the only ones left. So if they go down, we will not see a Canadian team win the Cup this year.
Does Minnesota count?
I mean, they're as close as you can get, really.
Yeah, they're Canada South, you know?
They are. I mean, we're currently, as we're recording this, in the midst of the Wild and Avalanche game 2. It's 2-1 Avalanche after the first period. Yeah, the Wild really just took it to the Stars. That was something that was a wee bit surprising to me, to be honest. I didn't expect them to win the series, and I definitely not expect them to win the series in 6, but they came out and just punched them in the mouth in game 1, beat them 6-1, and then they went down 2-1 in the series, and then just won 3 straight, and only up 2 goals every game in that stretch. So, hey, like the Wild, they're good. I'm not sure they're going to win this series against the Avalanche, but I was pretty impressed by how they played against Dallas, because Dallas is one of the best teams in the entire West. So
and breaking the 15-year streak of going to the playoffs and losing in the first round, you take that if you're an actual Wild fan.
Absolutely, yeah, you do.
I have narrowed down my hockey team choices. It has nothing to do with how they're performing this year. I still haven't gotten into hockey, but my girlfriend likes hockey. And she likes the Avalanche and the Penguins because those are the 2 teams her dad liked. So it will be one of those 2. I will decide that someday.
I would not choose the Penguins in the current state of things, but
that's fair. But it also, the Avalanche is weird because it feels like it feels bandwagony, but also I live in Denver.
There.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, that is, if you didn't have a hockey team, it is natural to pick the one from the city you live in. So I guess that would make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the playoffs have been great. NBA playoffs haven't been as bad as I thought they were going to be. We had 4 Game 7s in round 1.
Yeah.
One thing that, I mean, if we want to move into the NBA, thing that, like, dude, I cannot believe Minnesota won that series on that game. Just
game 1?
Completely dominated. I didn't watch a minute of that series. I was focused on the Raptors mostly, but like, just no Io, no Ant, no Io, no Ant, no Dante DiVincenzo. Like, 3 of arguably their 3 best players this series go down. And then obviously Gobert's still there, and obviously Gobert just has Jokic in hell. But like Jokic, like, I don't know. I think people are being a little bit too hard on Jokic, if I'm being honest. Like looking at their series, like that. What did they lose? When did they lose? I don't remember. But like, yeah, 110-98. If you look at like the last game, Jokic, I don't know, like his supporting cast just wasn't great. And like the Nuggets right now, they don't have a championship roster by any means.
Which is interesting because all Nuggets fans have been saying is this is the best roster they've ever put around Jokic, and now suddenly it's it sucks.
I think what we've learned is that Jaden McDaniels is very good.
Jaden McDaniels is good, and even without Ant, I think the Nuggets were stupid for going on that winning streak to get the 3rd seed, knowing they'd get the Timberwolves, because the Timberwolves are the one team in the league that are built that the Nuggets cannot beat them. It does not matter. They will never beat us in a series, and they haven't. So I don't know why. Like, you could have lost that series, got to play, like, lost any of the final 12 games, got to face Houston,
Rockets.
And now suddenly, you might have to face Minnesota 2nd round or Western Conference Finals. I'd much rather have that. If I'm Denver, give yourself a chance to not play the team that is built to take you out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that they did it with, again, it's crazy that they did it with no Ant, no Io. Like, no Kyle Anderson, no Dante DiVincenzo, no Ant, no Io.
Naz Reid gets hurt in that game.
Right. Jaden McDaniels, 32 and 10 in the closeout game. Terrence Shannon Jr., 24 points. I mean, finally got a little bit of a chance. And then yeah, I mean, it's just like Denver, again, like Jokic had 28, 9 and 10, almost a triple-double, but he's -9. Cam Johnson was their 2nd highest scorer. Like, I don't know.
And Jamal Murray did the thing again.
What, sucked?
Yeah, he has been every single playoff series they have ever lost. It is because Jamal Murray sucks.
Yeah, he played 40 of the 48 minutes. And 12, 6, and 4. He's -18. Shot 23.5% from the field.
Yeah.
0 for 2 from 3. Like, bad. And then, like, that's the crazy part is, like, Cam Johnson and Tim Hardaway Jr. both outscored Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
And then, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, after that, it's just, like, nobody. Like, Christian Braun only had 3 points. Like, it's just, like, I don't know, man. And the Nuggets are one of those teams where, like, where do you go? Like, they won a title with Jokic, but, like, if people truly believe this was the best roster they'd ever put around Jokic, like, what the hell do they think is gonna
you have
work?
to blow it up. Like,
you have to.
Caleb, as a Nuggets fan, has his, he says, the only guys that he thinks should be safe, realistically, are Spencer Jones. He didn't obviously do much scoring the ball, but that's not what he does. He filled his role. He just, whatever. Maybe Cam Johnson. Obviously, you keep Jokic. And then maybe you keep Aaron Gordon. I think you get rid of him. When he's on the court, he's great. The issue is he's not on the court, and you're paying him a lot of money that you could give to somebody.
Isn't he?
Fairly.
Isn't he, like,
yeah.
Like, and like Jamal Murray, there's no way Jamal Murray should come out of this.
Oh, if he's still on the team next year, you can't believe in the Nuggets. You just can't.
Like, and like, I don't know, like, the Nuggets weren't even very inspiring, like, in the games that they actually won,
Yeah.
Like, but obviously on that same night there was a much more embarrassing game. The Hawks 51-point loss to the Knicks, who I think might go maybe all the way. They're definitely going to beat the Sixers. They smoked. I mean, I'm not going to say anything yet because the Sixers got smoked by the Celtics in Game 1, and then 3 happened. But I mean, the Knicks look like the best team in basketball right now. I'm not sure there's anybody in the East stopping them.
So the thing, my brain just exploded half a second. The thing with the Hawks that I think is funny, I know you don't watch WWE, but there is this character. His name is Danhausen. he plays this like goofy, jokey, like vampire character. And his whole thing is that he curses people. Well, he cursed Stephen A. Smith and the New York Knicks. And in those first, 4 games where the Knicks were playing bad, they were cursed. And then some guy paid Danhausen on Cameo to uncurse the Knicks. Danhausen uncursed them, and then the Knicks started looking like the best team in basketball. I know it's a coincidence, but I don't care. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is. like it just is so funny, this game. Yeah. It was 9-9, and then Jalen Johnson hits a lead taking 2. It's 11-9. OG Anunoby 3, 12-11. OG Anunoby 3, 15-11. Miles Bridges, Mikal Bridges, 19-11, 23-11, 23-13, 25-13, 27-13, 32-13. And then eventually it was 72-22.
Yeah.
It got that bad. It was 50 points. And, like, literally, dude, like... And then the last game that night was obviously the Celtics just... I mean, hey. Like, I know there was no Tatum, but, like... Tatum was there, like, when they blew a 3-1 lead and got to 3-3. Like, I know that Tatum's coming off an Achilles injury. He wasn't himself. He wasn't the same. But, like, I don't know, dude. You cannot blow that series. The Celtics were minus 900. They had 90-1 odds to move on.
I also just don't understand. I've never had faith in this Celtics core. The fact that they ever won anything is shocking to me. So it's not surprising to me that they're not good now.
Yeah, and I don't watch a ton of Celtics basketball, so I don't know. But they must not have a real center because they were putting Jaylen Brown on Embiid the whole game. And he was just getting absolutely bodied the entire game. So, like the little bit of Game 7 I watched was just Joel Embiid like babying Jaylen Brown in the paint and just hitting an easy hook shot. Like, I don't know what the game plan was for the Celtics. But
so they have Luka Garza and Nehemias Quetta. I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry.
Luka Garza got torched too. He could not defend.
But also, I know he's not a great defender, but they do have an actual center on the roster. Vucevic is a Celtic. He just didn't play in Game 7 at all. Which he's not a good defender. But nobody who was guarding him well, so maybe have the best scorer of the 3 out there, so you can at least get some points.
Definitely was the best offensive floor riser out of those guys. But again, like Jaylen Brown, like what's Jaylen Brown going to do against Embiid? Jaylen Brown's a great defender. Like he's a dog on defense, but like he's got like half a foot of height difference. He's Embiid is way stronger.
Yeah.
Also, hey, Joel Embiid, like he has done his fair share of goofy stuff in the past, and he has been quite frankly a hilarious player at times. But this was a legacy series for him. Like this was like maybe getting his appendix out was all he needed, but like. The second he had the appendectomy, this dude is they're going to lose. I mean, they got smoked yesterday.
Yeah.
Like 39 points. Also, the Wolves beating the Spurs, I'm not sure the Wolves are going to win the series, but that was a good game yesterday.
I absolutely am sure the Wolves are going to win this series because outside of Wemby, there is not a single player on the Spurs I trust to go get a bucket. And Wemby has this issue where he has to... The Timberwolves are built to beat centers. That is how they're built. Wemby will not be the one to beat the Wolves. So you need Devin Vassell, Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox. You need somebody to step up, and none of them will. They're all either too young or have never been in this moment, so they don't have that yet.
Do you know how many blocks Wemby had last night?
He had 12, but he should have only had 7.
Oh.
The others were goaltends and fouls. And this isn't even me being a fan of the Timberwolves. Like, the first highlight of the game that was posted of Wemby is just him punching somebody in the arm. He didn't touch any amount of basketball.
I did see somebody on Twitter tweet. I didn't watch the video, but they tweeted out a video that said, "Is every one of Wemby's blocks just a goaltend?"
Multiple times it bounced off the backboard, and he just slapped it away, and they were like, "Yeah, that's fine. That's block." It's like,
crazy that he only had 11 points, though. That is notable for the rest of this series.
So, I stand by this. Rudy Gobert has taken the fact that Wemby got a unanimous Defensive Player of the Year, and he didn't. He's taken it to heart. He's genuinely just saying, "Fuck you, I'm the best defender in the league," and he has been.
I had a question about Rudy Gobert. Are we to the point with Rudy Gobert where he's going to be remembered more as a Timberwolves than a Jazz? Yeah. I think we are. Because, I saw that question on Twitter.
So the Jazz, the way they built their team was they said, we have Rudy. He can lock down our defense. Nobody else needs to defend. Which then would lead to they'd get to the playoffs and Rudy would get cooked by guards because that's what happens. Wemby was getting cooked by Ant yesterday. Shocker. The smaller, quicker guy beats you. Unsurprising. Mm-hmm. The difference is both Wemby and Rudy Gobert have this thing where they don't care that they get embarrassed. They are unafraid to get dunked on. They're unafraid to get crossed over. They're just going to play defense, which is respectable. A lot of guys don't. Most guys don't do that. They're like, "Oh, you're going to dunk on me? I'm not even going to try." Rudy's just like, "Fuck you, try it. You got me. I'll get you next time."
Yeah. I mean, one thing I will say is like, if they get consistent production out of McDaniels and Shannon the way they have been, and Julius Randle, who had 21 last night, I mean, they're pretty dangerous. Low scoring game though. Yeah. That makes sense with Gobert handling Wemby, but it's a lot lower of a score than I was expecting from these two teams. But like the Timberwolves, the Spurs just did not shoot well at all. Like they shot 10 from 36 from three. They were 39 for 87 overall. The Timberwolves were 41 for 90 overall, which actually isn't that much better. But it's not a great shooting night for either team. I mean, these are two very good defensive teams. Yeah. But looks like Naz Reid is okay. He played 30 minutes. So, I mean, Ant wasn't his best game, but they still managed to win. So if as Ant gets healthier, I'm sure they will. What happened to him, by the way? What was the injury?
The same as Giannis in 21. Is that when the Bucks won the championship? The hyperextended knee where it's like, he's going to be out forever. And then Ant was like, I missed 2 games. I'm back. Yeah. Yeah. Just like Giannis did. So, Yep.
So headline Timberwolves winning the finals.
That is the hope. I do find it interesting though. If you go watch the end of that game, the Timberwolves didn't even celebrate or smile that they won that game. They just walked to the locker room like, we won. That is what we're supposed to do. Minnesota has also cheated a little bit. They found a workaround in how the NBA works things, and it is the lower seed more often gets their home games on weekends. So while they do have a disadvantage in, games played at home, the Spurs home games are going to be on Mondays and Wednesdays. The Timberwolves get Fridays and Sundays when more people are likely to go to games. So they kind of cancel out your home court advantage by being the most mediocre team in the regular season and then going, hey, remember how good we are? This is the 3rd year in a row they've done that. You think people would catch on?
Yeah, I guess my question is, they've handled the Spurs, they handled the Nuggets with relative ease. I'm not really sure, and I'm not tuned into the NBA regular season. I'm not really sure how they ended up as the 6th seed, to be honest.
So Ant got hurt at the end of the year and missed a lot of time. That and the Wolves are genuinely just the most I don't care team of all time. In the regular season, they're just like, we just got to make the playoffs. None of the seeding actually matters. Yeah. And because they've done that 3 years in a row, where it's like at the All-Star break, it's like, they're, a top 3 seed. And then by the time the end of the season rolls around, they're like, wow, they were almost a play-in team. And then they get to the Western Conference Finals because they all just go, oh yeah, basketball.
We're live currently with the Lakers and the Thunder. 2 minutes ago, it was tied at 26. What do you think the score is now?
Oh yeah, dude, I don't have. I like this Lakers team.
Mm,
I don't
it's
know.
36 by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 over on the last 2 minutes. I don't like this Lakers team as much.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God, Jared McCain 3. What the hell is happening right now? But I don't like DeAndre Ayton. That's what I don't like. That's the biggest part.
Ayton,
Is that
I don't like. And then without Luka, it's hard to. LeBron is still great, but LeBron isn't 2018 LeBron anymore. He might be prime Chris Paul, but prime Chris Paul doesn't do it like that.
Say prime Chris Paul wasn't dragging teams to the finals.
No. And like that's the thing. LeBron's still great and he's still going to have his games and he's still going to do things. But he just doesn't have that I can put up 60 a night anymore. And that makes sense. He's 41. You know, you can still be a top, 20 player in basketball and be that. You can be a top 10 player in basketball and be that. Like, there's a guy who people put in best scorer of all time conversations who has never been able to just go get 60 a night. We claim he can, but I'm so out on Kevin Durant's existence, dude.
I knew you were talking about Durant.
Kevin Durant is so weird. If your team needs 7 points, he gives you 25. If you need 25, he gives you 25. If you need 30, he gives you 25. He can't do more than 25.
Have you considered that he was a shoe size away from making the finals in 2021 when the Bucks beat them?
LeBron would have made sure his foot was behind the line, as he did in a game to beat the Rockets.
Yeah. But we also got the Cavs and Pistons going on right now. The Thunder, we don't need. The
Thunder are going to make it to the Western Conference Finals.
They're going to make the Western Conference Finals. I think that the Spurs or the Wolves will test them. Both will test them. The Spurs have had their number all year. I don't know what their record was against the Wolves this year, but the Spurs have had their number. Mostly because Wemby is way better than Chet, even though Chet's great.
In the last 5 games, they're 2-3. So they're like evenly split.
So the Spurs can. I think the Spurs could definitely beat them. I think the Wolves could definitely beat them, especially if the Wolves are just a scrappy team in the West, which they're no stranger to being that. Yeah. The Cavs and the Pistons. I'm really sad that the Raptors aren't here. They should be here. Really tough game 7, get to the half at 49-49 and just get blown out of the water in the second half. Whatever their locker room speeches were, Darko just did not have it. But what I will say about the Raptors quickly is Scotty Barnes is really, really, really good at basketball. And I'm so glad that he is the face of my franchise. Speaking of faces of franchises, though, Cade Cunningham, dear God,
dude,
we have a in Detroit. I know that he needs a better team around him currently because they're probably not going to go to the finals this year. But Cade Cunningham is legit. This has been a crazy year for him. I don't know what the fuck happened in the Magic series. I couldn't tell you how they got down 3-1.
Jalen Duren's not good.
Yeah, I know that it wasn't Cade's fault. That's what I know. I know it was not Cade's fault.
It is.
And Jalen Duren, I have not watched much of the Pistons, but I do know that he's the guy who's getting clowned the most for this on Twitter.
Yeah. He's not good, and their second best scoring option is Tobias Harris. So you live and die with Toby.
Duncan Robinson's their second best scorer tonight. Yeah. So that's not good. Duren's played 30 minutes tonight. He's got 5, 9, and 4. So he's not really producing offensively. I think he's a good defender. I think. Jared Allen only has 2 points, and Evan Mobley has 14. I don't know. Yeah. I think the Pistons win this series, although we are tied right now in game 1. So I guess I can sure.
Me and Caleb have been going back and forth with this. Like, I think the Cavs are the better team. Because, yes.
I think the Raptors would have been the better team, too, at this point.
Yeah.
I think both those teams would have come into this series as the better team, all around. Because with the Raptors, it was Scotty and it was RJ and Colin Murray Boyles, and quickly obviously wasn't playing. It's if you replace Cade Cunningham with I don't know, who's like a mid-level guard. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Replace Cade Cunningham with Suns Chris Paul.
Yeah,
And like,
it's not a playoff team.
where is this team even
No,
out of the play-in? Probably not. Right? So I'm not sure how this Pistons team won 60 games.
No.
Like, genuinely, I'm actually kind of shocked watching them
because the
and
Pistons
like watching
are the
them
reverse
currently. And, like, I'm not
Timberwolves.
sure how they won 60. Like, that's a lot of games to win for a team that really looks flat.
Well, and
It's the Magic.
well, it's
Like-
the same thing happened in the Magic series, and it's the same thing as like what I think about Timberwolves Spurs. Like the Pistons have the best player in this series,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
the Cavs have the second, third, fourth, and maybe fifth best player. That's the war of attrition leans to the
Yeah,
Cavs.
Mitchell, Harden, and Mobley are probably all better than Tobias
Duren
Harris
or Toby, yeah, like
or Sir Thompson.
yeah,
He's
but even then,
there.
it's like
It is a Sir, right? Who's on the
yeah,
Yep. Okay. So
'cause-
also, we didn't mention the Rockets at all because we didn't talk about the Lakers and Rockets series, but dude, I don't know
Okay.
what happened there.
the same thing that
I mean,
happens with every team
Well,
Kevin Durant
obviously, like,
leaves.
the better team and Kevin Durant. Here's my question: like, who's the last team besides the Warriors? I'm not even sure if this is the case with the Warriors to be like, oh, I know what'll fix our problems, Kevin Durant, and then he comes in and it actually does fix their problems.
Oh, he's never fixed anyone's problem. He is the problem
Right.
everywhere he's gone.
Right, and even like in Golden State, you could argue they might have won the title without him.
Oh,
if
they
didn't have him that year.
Oh, the 2
Like-
years with him, they absolutely would have because
And they
those
didn't
were
even win the title the one year because he popped his Achilles
Right.
against the Raptors. Which would they have won that series if he hadn't gotten hurt?
Who knows?
I mean, it might have gone 7.
I think
I
Clay
think
was
Kawhi
more important to that team.
playing it.
I think Clay
Who?
was more important than KD in that series because remember Clay tore his ACL in that series too.
Yeah,
Clay
yeah,
was
he
more
did.
important. I think if they had Clay, it's a more interesting series. KD,
But again, that's the thing. Like, the Rockets did the thing where they're like, I know exactly what we need. Kevin Durant. And then they come in, first of all, they somehow fell to the 5 seed. That shouldn't have happened. And
Yeah.
then they just looked terrible. And he didn't even play. Like, the first game, he was shooting in warm-ups.
yeah,
Like, he was in uniform in warm-ups, and they were just like, he's not playing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh. And, like, obviously, like, there's no Luka, but, like, if Kevin Durant is either not playing or playing and non-existent, like, no Luka Lakers is still better than that Rockets
and
team.
it was no Luka, no Austin Reeves, so the Lakers were down their best 2 players. But like LeBron, love him or hate him, the thing LeBron is the best to ever do it at is making other guys play better basketball. He gets the best out of everyone on the court.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Luke Kennard
Yeah.
and like Jared Vanderbilt, and Rui, yeah, and then like obviously, one of the funniest things that happened in that series was that that LeBron Şengün interaction at the free throw line, where Şengün's like, "That's a soft foul," and then LeBron's just like, "Anybody else can say that, but not you."
Not you.
Not
you.
you.
Can't say that.
Yeah, that was so
I
funny.
didn't know that's
But-
what Sengun said. I've only ever seen the LeBron part, so I'm like, what the fuck did he say?
Yeah, because like Şengün gets a lot of bullshit fouls.
Yeah.
And then they were fouling LeBron and he on LeBron, and he was like, he was looking at the referee, that's a soft ass call. And LeBron was like, anybody else on your roster can say that, but not you. But yeah, I don't think LeBron's winning another title this year. Just to put that plainly.
Oh, I don't either. Unless Luka comes back like next game and is 2024 Luka,
they-
then maybe.
They are keeping pace enough with the Thunder right now without him, so maybe. But I don't know.
But you need
With
special
Luka's-
Luka back.
With Luka's conditioning issues, him taking a little bit of a break, like maybe isn't the best thing. He's
don't-
gotten a little bit better about that, though.
I was gonna say, I don't think those are a real thing. I do think the thing I said when they made the trade for Luka is the best thing that could have ever happened to him is being paired with LeBron, even if they're not a fit basketball wise. LeBron is going to teach him how to take care of himself in a way that is different. Because if there's anything LeBron knows how to do, it's keep his body functioning at all times.
That is true.
And as we've
Yeah.
already seen with this little stretch there, Luka looks like a different person. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But my finals prediction, just to lay it out there right now, I think I'm gonna go Knicks Thunder. I think the Knicks are gonna go with the way they look right now. I think the Thunder are probably gonna go, but I think it's not the Thunder, it's the T-Wolves.
I want
That's
Knicks Timberwolves so bad so I can cry when Cat inevitably cooks Rudy Gobert.
I mean, hey, what if Julius Randle goes off for his revenge game?
That's fair. Like, that's the thing. It would just be fun. There's more story there. There's more fun there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, I hate the Thunder, man. I hate watching them play basketball.
Like, I know that people, like, probably take it too far with the whining about Shea, but, like, it does get to a point. Like, it does get to a point where, like, dude, like, you're a good basketball player. You don't have to be flailing around after every shot. Like he's a fantastic basketball player. He's probably gonna win the MVP again this year. Yeah. Like,
he is.
Why does he need to be doing that?
He has become what people claimed LeBron was for a long time, and that sucks because Shea is really good. He's just awful to watch.
He is.
It's also like 2018 James Harden. It's like, you're great. Yeah. I hate watching you play basketball. It sucks.
Yeah, I mean And like, I don't know. It's like the Thunder are just very like, they're just kind of annoying, you know? Like, I don't know. All dynasties are annoying, you know? Like, nobody likes dynasties unless it's your favorite team.
I mean, but like, there were two dynasties going on at once, you know, but like, people respected the Warriors. They hated them, but they were like, they play real basketball. They just beat you, and there's nothing you can do about it. The Cavs at the time, people were just like, yeah, LeBron's just that good. Cool. With the Spurs, it was just, they're great. They piss me off, but they're great. The Thunder, it's like, they don't play real basketball, and you can constantly see them getting calls that the other team they're playing doesn't get, and that sucks.
Right. That's the thing is, like, with the Warriors, it was just like, oh my God, Steph Curry's made 15 threes in a row. We cannot, literally nothing we're doing is stopping him. Whereas Shea will miss a shot, and then the whistle will blow, and he's knocking down 50 free throws a night, and you're like, okay, well.
Or the Alex Caruso thing in Game 1, where he tells the ref that should be a tech on Booker, and then it's a tech on Booker. Like,
right. Yes.
That just looks
Absolutely.
bad.
Right, Devin Booker, I think, actually didn't he get fined or in trouble or something for what he said after the game?
He was sure he would get fined because he said, I'm sure they're going to fine me, but this is awful. This is not basketball.
Yeah. I mean, the Suns had no chance, but it's good that he spoke up against that. Did they get swept?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Lou Dort also. I used to love Lou Dort, but
I'm
like scared to play the Thunder, not because they're good, but because Lou Dort will like actively try to hurt people.
Because Lou Dort's going to be like, Ant, I want your Achilles.
Right.
Like, like he's going to.
If that happens, Jaden McDaniels might kill that man on the floor, though.
That's true. Rudy Gobert's got that side of him too. Rudy Gobert back that end.
And then Jaden Clark, he's not good and he's really young, but he has started getting playing time just to go in there and be an asshole, which is my favorite thing.
That's always one of the best roles to play in the NBA. It's just to be that guy that, like, it doesn't matter if you get ejected because you're not important to the team. So you should just go out there and try and get in the head of whoever you want to for like 20 minutes.
He's the guy who started the Jokic fight in Game 6, right at the end of the game. Yeah. He's like, fuck it. Why not, you know?
I don't know if we want to talk about baseball at all. NBA for a long time. Well, one thing that I want to say, this is the first thing that's on my mind for the MLB. It is sad to me that Munetaka Murakami is as good as he is because there's just no chance he's a White Sox any longer than his 2-year contract is.
I don't know that that's true, and I don't know that he's.
But I just feel like
he might leave the White Sox.
This contract, and it's going to be the Dodgers, or the Padres, or the Yankees, or the Mets, or somebody who has a giant payroll is going to throw him a bag he can't resist, that the White Sox can't match, and he's going to walk.
No, he's going to be a Rocky, like was his original plan, and then the White Sox offered more money.
No, well,
the Rockies and the White Sox were the only two teams who tried to get him.
I bet they're hoping they offer more money now. I don't know.
The Rockies also just sold like 40% of their ownership stake to the people who own the Broncos.
Oh, the team. There you go.
This is as close as it's getting. But the Rockies already did all the big moves to help the team by Dick stepping down and letting his son take over, and his son going, okay, we're going to go hire real baseball people because this hiring from inside has sucked and we are far behind. And hey, man, the Rockies aren't great, but they sure are fun, and you are probably going to owe me a jersey, so that's a win.
They're not going to win 70 games.
Oh, they're winning 70, dude. They're still the only team to beat the Dodgers in back-to-back games.
One thing I will say, the NL is so much better than the AL right now. It is crazy.
Yeah.
Because here's the AL standings, right? Could you tell me the top 4 teams in the AL right now?
I know it's the Yankees.
Yankees 1, yep.
Are the Rays 2?
Rays are 4, so you got 2 of the 4.
Okay. I'm guessing in the Central, it was
Actually,
Minnesota, but they've slipped, right?
Give me the top 6. Give me the top 6.
Is Minnesota still in the top 6, or have they slipped out?
In the AL, Minnesota is 12th.
Okay. Because Minnesota was doing really good, and then
they have the Yankees at 1, and they have the Rays at 4.
So it's got to be the Tigers.
Tigers are 5. Yep.
Ooh, okay. I know it's not the Astros because they suck right now.
Nope, they are 14. There's another AL Central team.
The Angels haven't fallen down. I don't think it's the Rangers.
There's 2 other AL Central teams.
Okay,
there's
so
3
it's got to be Seattle.
Nope, Seattle 7.
Oh, you said AL Central. I'm dumb.
Yeah, they're AL West anyway.
Yeah, I'm dumb. So in the AL West, though, then it has to be the A's, which is ridiculous.
It is the A's. They're the second. Yep.
So the Central is what? Detroit, Cleveland,
Chicago.
Okay, Chicago's up there. Okay. That's so weird. And then are the Jays finally doing the Jays thing where they start 14 and 16 and then go to the World Series?
They're 10th.
Okay.
So it's Yankees, Athletics, Guardians as the division leaders, and then Rays, Tigers, White Sox in the wild card currently.
That's crazy.
The NL is the top 6 is ridiculous. It's Braves, Cubs, Dodgers, as they're all 20-plus win teams, 22-plus win teams, actually, as division leaders. And then the Cardinals also a 20-win team. The Padres at 5, also a 20-win team. The Reds at 6, also a 20-win team.
And then the Pirates have 19. The Brewers have 18.
7. Yep.
And then, even
the bottom of the NL, 9 through 12 all have the same amount of wins in the NL. So they could all bump up. And then the worst team in the NL is the Mets at 13 and 22. The worst team in the AL is the Angels at 13 and 23.
But
hey, I don't know if he still is, but Mike Trout was kind of on a tear for a second there.
Oh, Mike Trout's been on multiple tears and then gets bad and then multiple tears.
Do you think Mike Trout is going to get traded this year?
I hope so. I know people keep saying his contract's too big, but I think seeing the signs that he's back will lead somebody to be interested.
Yeah, I think the contract is big, but if one of the big payroll teams kind of is looking for a bat at the deadline, I think they're probably just going to eat the money on him. I hope it's not the Yankees, obviously. That would suck.
Am I a psycho for wishing it would be the Phillies?
Well, the Phillies are terrible this year, so they could definitely use them.
Because they're still in range, where they can turn it around. You're 16 and 20, you're still there.
Oh, you can turn it around, but they've been obviously the Philadelphia connection. They need a bat. He's definitely the perfect fit in Philadelphia. But
And like, say what you will about his defense right now, but like, I think I'd rather have him in center field than Justin Crawford.
I mean, yeah, Justin Crawford is batting 269 with no homers this year. So
Yeah, like,
I would say, like, yes, I mean, yeah, if he's, I doubt he'll get traded, but if he does, Philly would be a nice place.
Philly would
The
be
Jays
fun.
are just, God, I don't know. They're good. They are a good team. They really are. It just has not been going their way recently.
Yeah.
Like their bullpen is terrible. It's been better recently, ever since they got rid of the war criminal Brendan Little, who just was horrible. Horrible against the Rockies early in the year. Horrible in general. Horrible against the White Sox. Gave up a grand slam like immediately against them and blew us that game. Like, so they actually, I mean, Louis Varland just got named reliever of the month for the AL alongside Mason Miller on the NL. Who Mason Miller, dear God. What a terrifying closer the Padres have.
Yeah.
That dude is on a different planet. And the Blue Jays, yeah. So talking about our own teams, the Jays are third in the AL East only because the Orioles and the Red Sox are ass.
Yeah.
But the Rays are really good. I mean, they were not good last year, but they are really coming back with a vengeance this year. But like Vladdy is just. I love the guy so much, and this is kind of how it was last year.
You forgot how to hit home runs.
Yeah, dude, it's literally like he gets to the playoffs and he gets to the World Baseball Classic, and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm the best power hitter on the planet." And when he gets to regular season baseball, and he's like, "I don't wanna."
Mickey Moniak stole his power.
What?
Mickey Moniak stole his power.
Maybe he has 2 home runs this year. He's
Mickey
actually
has
batting.
11. Yeah,
he's batting fine?
Isn't he batting like 350?
Vladdy's batting like 328.
Oh, is it?
Like he's like
it dropped.
He's like eighth in the entire league in batting average. He just cannot hit home runs. So I don't know what it is. Like his OPS is great. What?
Fernando Tatis has also forgotten how to hit home runs. He doesn't have one yet this year.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But the Padres are really good this year. Is he not good?
He's batting like 252. He's still like playing fine. It's just everything is a single.
In spite of him? No.
Like
that's really funny that they have him and Luis Arias just blooping singles every at bat.
Yeah.
Is Arias batting?
No, Arias is on the Giants now.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
That's right. What's he batting this year? Like 390?
No.
316. He's actually batting worse than Vladdy.
Most people are batting worse than Vladdy, to be fair.
Do you know who's leading the league in homers? You probably do,
it's
based on
Murakami.
They're tied. Yeah, him and Judge.
Yep. And then Mickey Moniak's weirdly up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Hunter Goodman might be as well.
Yeah. So the Rockies are... Yeah, I mean,
the Rockies are the most interesting team in baseball because they will beat anybody but also lose to everybody, which is fun because at least they can play baseball now. The issue is they're like 5 best players all suck right now. Brenton Doyle sucks. Ezekiel Tovar sucks. Jordan Beck sucks.
Do you know what Mickey Moniak?
He's batting what? 3
is batting?
3 is it 311? 320?
333.
Damn.
It's like exactly getting a hit in exactly 1/3 of his at bats. That's kind of crazy.
Oh, dude.
They have another guy who's batting over 300. Do you know who that is?
Is it Edouard Julien?
No.
Oh, who is batting over 300 then?
He might not have been in the MLB that long. I don't recognize this guy's name, so maybe he's a new guy. But he is.
Hold on, I'm trying to think.
He's also
is
got
it Troy Johnston?
Yeah, it's Troy Johnston.
He was a Marlin last year. And he has already been on like multiple like MLB Network shows talking about how it's so different because in Miami you'd never see a single person wearing a Marlins hat or a Marlins jersey because nobody cares about baseball there. Yeah, and he's like, Denver, they love the Rockies. We just got to give them something to want to watch. Yeah.
Well, I think the current version of the Rockies can sell out stadiums,
Yeah.
even if they're not great.
Because
But
they're fun. They're at least fun again. You might lose, but you're competing.
yep.
And I'll take that.
Yeah. Last thing with the MLB. I know we're but the Mets, dude. Like they should be punished for this by giving Bo Bichette back.
I feel
They should have
so
to
bad
give-
for Bo Bichette, man.
They
Seeing
should
how
have to
sad
give
he is
Bo
all the
Bichette
time.
back. They really should be forced to give him back because, dude, like he's not good right now. He's okay at the plate, but he's not a good third baseman. He never was gonna be, not right away. But like, the Mets are terrible, dude.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they're terrible.
Well,
I
I mean,
don't understand how they're terrible.
injuries are part of it.
I know, but like Lindor and Bichette and Soto just came back, and maybe that's the key. But also like Soto, did you see what Soto said when they were on the losing streak?
No.
He was hurt, and they were like, "Hey Juan, since you're like the best player on the team, and you're like the captain, are you like talking to these guys and hyping them up?" And he went, "No, they've been on the road a lot, so I'm not really talking to them a ton." And I was like, "Oh, okay, Juan." Like,
To be fair, Juan Soto never has seemed like he is actually the locker room leader, and that's okay.
he's definitely not a local leader.
He doesn't
He
need
seems
to
like
be.
a very reserved guy.
Yeah. That is genuinely if you're not good at that, don't try to do that. Let somebody who wants to do that be that guy.
I don't know who it is for the Mets. Like,
I don't either.
But Bichette is way too. It's probably Lindor. He's the most like energetic guy. But like, I don't know. I really cannot believe this is how bad the Mets are. I really can't. Like, it's probably a mix of injuries, but like, they're not going to make a run this year. Probably, like you wouldn't expect.
I mean, you do have to remember that, like, at this time, the year the Nationals won the World Series, they were the worst team in baseball, too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's true.
The turnaround is possible. It just needs to start.
Do you think this Mets team is better than that Nats team?
No.
You don't?
No.
Not going to lie to you, was not watching baseball back then, so I have no clue who was on that Nats team except for Juan Soto, and then they have a pitcher who won the MVP of the World Series.
So I think pitching is a big thing for that. I don't think.
What was his name? Oh my God, what was
Steven Strasburg?
Yeah,
Because
Strasburg.
they had Steven Strasburg, Patrick Corbin, Max Scherzer, and Anibal Sanchez all out there. That was their actual rotation. 3 of those guys got Cy Young votes that year.
Yeah, Patrick Corbin was nuts that year.
Yeah.
I do remember that. And Scherzer is Scherzer.
And Strasburg is Strasburg. Strasburg was better than all of them. And then they had a bunch of guys on that team. And then they still had Brian Dozier, who was really good that year. They had Trey Turner, Anthony Rendon, Juan Soto, and then just a bunch of fine. Like they had Matt Adams. They had Jan Gomes was their starting catcher. They also still had Kurt Suzuki and Howie Kendrick. They just had a lot of really good players, and it worked because Adam Eaton was also still starting for them. And then Victor Robles, who everybody thought was going to be really good, and then isn't. Yeah, the biggest thing is pitching because Freddie Peralta is fine, but he's not great. Nolan McLean's been good, and then they don't have the pitching. I don't like their bullpen, and then their lineup, just not everybody is playing as good as they can. A bunch of guys are injured, but then even when they're playing, Luis Robert sucks right now. That's bad.
Wait.
Marcus Semien hasn't been good. These are guys you need to be playing well if you're going to be what you think the Mets are. Because it's Bo Bichette's been not as good as he was last year or recently, but he's been fine. Soto, when he's on the field, has been awesome, which is great for them.
Yep.
But also, like, Francisco Lindor, when he's been on the field, hasn't been good. So, like,
Nope.
it's tough. So, I don't know. I think trade deadline this year is going to be super interesting because I think there will be big pieces moved. Trout is at least going to be brought up. People will be calling.
I saw somebody on Twitter legitimately say that they think the White Sox should just dump Murakami at the deadline instead of letting him walk in 2 years to a high payroll team. So I saw the idea floated out there.
I hate it, but I get it.
They would get a ton for him if he's batting the way he's batting at the deadline. If he's like top 3 in homers and he's average is like 270 like it is, he's probably like if I hate the idea of who he get traded to because it would be somebody who is going to just be a monster, but like I think they would get a ton for him.
And I think the Rockies are trading Mickey Moniak in the same way. Because it's time to pay him. I would love to keep him. But also, if he's still batting over 300 and has, 25 home runs at the deadline, you have to go get 100 pieces for him. You just do. Especially because his defense isn't good enough for Coors.
The funniest thing that could possibly happen is the Jays trading for Moniak, and then Vladdy gets his power back, and Moniak gets taken away.
Yeah, that would be kind of funny.
That would be the most hilarious thing ever. I would actually not. What position does he play?
Right field.
I would not hate that.
Yeah.
I would not hate that at all, actually, for the Jays. So maybe Mickey Moniak will be a J, and we'll give up the for him.
I'd be down. Who's the there's the guy. My brain doesn't. I would love. Who is
a Chase prospect?
Yes. They have a pitcher that really young left-handed starting pitcher. My brain does not remember his name. He might not be. I'm double checking whether he has or not. It doesn't look like he has. At least not currently.
Are you?
Who?
You're not talking about Trey Savage, are you?
No.
Okay, I was like, hands off, pal. He's probably one of the only untouchables at this point. I'm not sure who you're talking about, to be honest. I gotta get more familiar with the Jays farm system, to be honest. I'm not really good with the prospects.
Ricky Tiedemann.
Oh, no. Yeah, I would be. I would like to have Moniak, but I would be pretty upset if it was Tiedemann.
No, give me Tiedemann. Give me Tiedemann. Give him.
I'm not even sure he's in AAA at this point. He might be in AA still. He is.
He hasn't. I don't know what's going on there. I don't
he is not moved very far. He's very young.
Yeah.
You can have Aaron Namala. That's who you can have.
No, but I don't know. I'm intrigued. I think the Rockies are going to have weird decisions to make. They have so many weird decisions to make anyways, which intrigues me. Because
what do you think the Rockies' record would have to be at the deadline for them to buy?
I think it's less about what their record is and what the NL looks like. Because,
yeah, that's true.
Because it's like they could be. Because this feels like another year. The Rockies have had multiple years where they've won, 87 games and haven't been a wild card team. So at some point, you have to look at the landscape and say, are these teams really going to fall off like that? And if the answer is no, I think if you're the Rockies, you have to solve the outfield because you have currently in the majors Doyle, Moniak, Beck, McCarthy, Troy Johnston, other guys.
Is Tovar not an outfielder?
No, he's a shortstop.
Okay.
But yeah, so you have Moniak, McCarthy, Johnston, Freeman, Doyle, Beck. And then coming up in the minors, you have Cole Carrick, Zach Veen, and Charlie Condon. You got 9 guys for 3 spots.
Wasn't Zach Veen in the majors for a little while last year?
Yeah. He struggled, but he...
Is he the purple hair guy?
He was, yeah.
Okay.
The guy who also came into spring training this year, 50 pounds heavier than last year.
Oh, in a good way or a bad way?
I
Like
think in a good way.
Or in,
He
okay.
had some substance abuse issues last year. So the weight, I think a lot of it is he's no longer drinking, and I think it was just alcohol and weed, but
What's to say? Was it like PEDs or like
no,
drugs?
just like drugs, which isn't great, but people just go, dude, that's stupid, not, hey, your career's ruined.
Also, if we want to mention one NFL nugget today, Stephon Diggs was found not guilty. So there's that.
He'll probably get signed somewhere now. But yeah.
I thought he was a Patriot. Was he not?
No, they cut him.
Minnesota.
Honestly, I don't hate the idea. I really don't. Wide receiver 3, Stephon Diggs, at this point sounds fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think the Rockies really have to figure out. Moniak, I think, is gone, and then they have to figure out what to do with Brenton Doyle, because he is still, at worst, the second best defensive outfielder in baseball. That dude can't hit. Like, he'll figure it out for a 2-month stretch every year. But like,
question that makes me think of you different as a person. Who's the best defensive outfielder in the game?
It's either Doyle or who is Blue Jays, man?
Varsho.
Yeah. It's one of those two. I'm going to give it to Doyle because I'm a homer and that's what I do, but
also that dude from the A's. There's that dude who plays center field for the A's. He's really good. He's a terrible batter. Joe Adele from the Angels, too. Did you see that game earlier this year?
He had a couple good catches, but he's overall not the best outfielder. That's why it was so shocking, is he kind of sucks and was doing that.
What is his name? Is it Butler? I think it's something Butler.
It's definitely not Lawrence Butler. He sucks.
Is it Denzel Clark?
Maybe. I'm trying to go look. Zach Gelliff played center field for them today. But that's not who it is.
I think it is Lawrence Butler. Is he not a good defender? I thought he was.
Lawrence Butler's not good at much right now.
No, it's Denzel Clark. It's Denzel Clark.
Okay, I was like, it's definitely not.
He's just hurt.
Gotcha.
It's Denzel Clark.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Denzel Clark's good.
But like, Brenton Doyle is intriguing. He's batting .209 right now this season.
Okay.
That's really bad. But also, I don't know. It's one of those, like, do you live with it because of how good his defense is? And that's
the same thing that people were saying with Denzel Clark. Denzel Clark's batting 143 this year. And like people were tweeting, some guy was tweeting about Denzel Clark. He was like, how bad does his batting have to get for you to pull him completely because of how good his defense is?
That's been the question for Ezequiel Tovar this year also, because Tovey has been the best defensive shortstop in baseball unquestionably so far this year. Can't swing the bat. He's batting 192.
I raise you Andres Jimenez.
I stand by what I said.
Checkmate.
I don't think it's checkmate, but
I think Jimenez is probably a top 5 defensive shortstop this year.
Sure. But Tovey, I also don't feel bad calling Tovey that because he's already won a Gold Glove.
I guess it depends on who you're. I guess it depends on just like what your team is, how your team is built. Like, I don't know. Like, for me personally, I think I would probably keep a guy like Denzel Clark and Brenton Doyle in my lineup just because of how insane they are on defense. But like, it depends on who your other batters are. Like, if the Rockies. Like, here's my question for you, right? If the Rockies had a center fielder on the bench, right?
Yeah.
Or shortstop, let's say, who hits like 275, 300, hits like 30 home runs a year, would you rather have him starting over Ezequiel Tovar?
I mean,
and he's like a mid-level defender. Like, he's like a.
That's the question right now. Do you want Doyle or Moniak? That is genuinely the question the Rockies have on the roster.
So like that's like what you have to ask yourself is like.
And to me, with the way Coors Field is built, Right.
Like Varsho is a great hitter,
And like
and
Doyle and Tovar both have been. Okay, Doyle's never been great. But like 2 years ago, I want to get the exact stats right. But like 2 years ago, if we could just get back to this version of Brenton Doyle, he batted where is that? Yeah, he batted 260 with 23 home runs. Be that guy and we're good. Or even last year, he finished the year 233 with 15 home runs. If you can be that guy, cool. Because you're a fine hitter and you're the best defender in baseball. Sick. But if you're going to bat so bad, that's a problem. But also, it's just the question of, can you have multiple guys doing that? I have more faith in Ezequiel Tovar figuring it out. Because prior to this year, like his batting average has been 253, 270, 253. He's not going to stay batting 192. That's just not what he's going to do. He's just a bad start to the season. He led the league in doubles in 2024. Like, Tovey will figure it out, and I'm less worried about it. Doyle is, 27, almost 28. And it's like, but also, so is Mickey Moniak. It's tough to, like, decide that.
Yeah, that's fair.
When the guy you brought in to hopefully be his replacement, Jake McCarthy, is worse at both. So it's like, well, that's not going to work. Jake McCarthy is the only guy I'm sure I don't want on this team anymore.
Have you been to a game this year?
Yeah, I went to the second game of the year at Coors Field.
Did they win?
No. But also, they didn't get blown out. It was just bad baseball, and it was freezing cold.
Yeah. No, I feel you, bro.
Yeah.
We went to the Jays game, me and my fiance, last Monday, and they played the Red Sox and got no hit by Ranger Suarez for 7 innings.
Ugh.
Finally broke through. So
yeah, it was a 2-1 baseball game. The final run was scored in the 5th inning.
Did you sit through the whole thing?
Oh yeah, I don't leave baseball games early. There was when I was a kid, we were at a Rockies Pirates game, and the Rockies were getting beat to shit out. Yeah, we left, and they walked it off, and Jason Giambi hit the walk-off home run into the seat I was sitting in.
That's so funny.
So I don't leave baseball games early anymore.
I don't know. I feel like you can socially acceptably leave a football game early because like football is so much less like
it's time based. There is literally a timer.
Yeah. You get less opportunity, right?
Baseball, you get unlimited chance.
With baseball, if your team is the home team, it doesn't matter if you're going to the 9th inning down by 7. Anything can happen in the bottom of the 7th inning, or bottom of the 9th inning, right? So, like, I even stayed. The Jays were getting beat by 4 runs, but I stayed because I was like, literally anything can happen right now.
Well, you remember the one game I went to, the Rockies-Angels game, where the Angels won 25-1. I watched every pitch of that ball game. Every pitch.
Was that the one where they beat up on Shohei to start out, and then he got pulled? Or is that a different game?
No, the Angels won 25-1. I watched the Rockies lose by 24.
Yeah.
And didn't leave.
I mean, hey, at some point you just gotta appreciate what you're watching, you know?
Oh, to be honest, we went to that game because it was the first time I was going to get the chance to see Trout and Ohtani play. And Trout had a home run. I got to watch Trout and Ohtani stunt on the Rockies. The Rockies did not stunt back. Oh, even Mickey Moniak, he had a 5-hit game that day. Who knew he would be a Rocky later? But yeah, that was shout out Brenton Doyle. That was one of the first games in his career, and he had a home run. So he was our only guy. Yeah, that was fun. All right. I think an hour 10 is long enough. We've talked too much.
That was a lot, yeah.
Jake,
good stuff, though.
We just haven't talked in a long time, I think, is part of it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's probably it, yeah.
But, All right. Well, that was an episode. Go. Jake's links are still in the description. I don't know. Go follow Jake. He talks sports sometimes. It's almost like that's his name.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't do the outros for this anymore, so I don't know. Bye.